Welcome everybody to Veterans Memorial Stadium on this beautiful Friday night, September 21st, to watch the matchup of number 3 De La Salle Spartans and number 10. What number are we, Jordan?
I believe we are
number 29. Number 29, Buchanan Bears. Jordan, look at this crowd out here, man, as we come out here to watch this powerhouse game along with celebrating Military Appreciation Night.
Chris, this is what Friday Night Lights is right here. This is amazing. Just walking around outside, you and I, as we were getting set up and everything, it just has that big game feel to it. There's excitement in the air, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen tonight. So.
No, this is awesome as we look out here, and it's a lot of emotion here. A lot of people don't know that Buchanan High School in the years since it's been around, we actually lost 8 Buchanan alumni, man, died as casualties of war. So tonight, the Military Appreciation Night, there were special T-shirts made for Military Appreciation Night, and each individual soldier's name was on there with a star that represents each one of their lives. So on each shirt, there's 8 stars that represents each life that died while fighting for this country.
Seems like the most appropriate night for military appreciation. Right now, the stands on the home side are already, I would say, 80% packed, and everybody knows how big Buchanan Veterans Memorial Stadium is. So it's perfect day to appreciate those who have sacrificed and gave all in the military, so that we can be out here on Friday nights enjoying a beautiful game like this.
Absolutely, and I want to give my own shout out to my father, Johnny Milton, who served in the United States Air Force and actually fought over in the Vietnam War. So I want to give a shout out to my dad, who's here able to watch his grandson play tonight. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for your service, my man. And also all the other vets out there who are currently serving or who did serve in this United States military. We appreciate you, and we hold you up.
Salute. All right, Chris, so right now we got about 13 minutes until game time. Both teams have been out in the field warming up for about 15, 20 minutes. They both just retreated to the locker room, so opportunity for Coach Gio and the staff to their last words of encouragement, get the troops ready for battle. And I watched De La Salle last week. Their game was on. They were broadcast on ESPN. They played powerhouse out of Las Vegas, Bishop Gorman. And I was definitely impressed, number one, by the discipline of De La Salle, and of course the talent was there. You don't get up to the ranking of number 10 in the country by accident, right? I mean, everybody knows the history of De La Salle and the 151 game winning streak and all that. So it's definitely a tall order for our boys tonight. So I just, what I'm looking for right away is to see if there's, if we come out tentatively, or if we're coming out prepared basically to, whatever punch they hit us with, to stand in the pocket, kind of like, Canelo Alvarez and Triple G did last week in their boxing match. Are we prepared to stand in the middle of the ring and put it all on the line? I believe that we will, but, that remains to be seen.
So we come into this game with some pieces missing. Our middle linebacker is out with a concussion this week, so we have our backup middle linebacker, who actually happens to also be our starting run back. Kendall Milton will be playing the middle linebacker. We're missing one of our other guys, linebacker that flies around, Blake Armis, who's out with a knee injury. So it'll be interesting to see all the other team members pull together to fill those holes, because we've been known as an aggressive fly around the ball defense. So it'll be interesting to see if we can keep that consistent tonight.
Yeah, good point. I mean, like you said, Blake Armis, we've called him out on the first 2 telecasts that we did for just flying around the field, making plays, never giving up, chasing the ball down, sacking the quarterback. So him tearing his ACL is a massive blow. Also, Michael Merton's going to be out with a concussion. That really hurts us a lot. But the good news is that we have a really strong, of course, we've got Kendall stepping up to that middle linebacker spot, and in the will spot, which is the weak side linebacker, we've got Jack Bankston, who, from the reports that we got from the coaching staff, he's right on that same level as our starting linebacker, so it shouldn't be a big drop-off. Just got to have just concerns about depth, right? And, those people who typically maybe only getting 5-10 snaps a game, maybe seeing 25-30 snaps tonight. So it'll be interested to see who steps up from that second and third unit in the linebacking corps.
And that just goes to show that as a coaching staff, it's very important to develop your bench, because you never know when you're going to need those guys truly able to step in and be game ready at the drop of a dime. So this is a great example. It looks like now that we're preparing for our national anthem. So we'll take the camera to the field. Gage, what's up, my man? I see you on. We appreciate you. You like our viewer of the month, man. We appreciate you, man. Hey, keep hollering at us tonight.
My man Gage. So it looks like our marching band is actually going to perform. So we'll pan the camera over there. Best marching band in the Valley. Not sure if that's a fact or not, but in my heart, it's true. So
hey, it's a fact until somebody prove you wrong.
That's right.
If you guys are dialed in with us and you able to live chat with us, go ahead and give us a shout out, man. Let us know you on there so we can say hello. And hey, Jordan and I, we just have fun doing this, fun bringing it to you guys. It allows us to watch this game a little different. We're not ready to sign any contracts yet. Close. But we just having a ball here.
Yeah, absolutely. So talking a little bit more about De La Salle, in this day and age, spread offenses are really popular. Pass-heavy offenses, that's what you're seeing at the college level, more and more at the pro level, definitely at the high school level. De La Salle is kind of an old throwback because they run that triple option, definitely run-heavy attack. And basically what they say is we're going to line up and we're going to overpower you. We're going to run our system perfectly, and good luck to you if you can stop it. Let's see. And their quarterback is a perfect example. Their quarterback's number is number 20. Like, when's the last time you've seen a quarterback with a number in the 20s?
Right. Right. So would it be interesting to see if they are, in fact, the De La Salle of old?
It sure looked like it last week to me, Chris. Not going to lie.
Touche.
Yeah, one of the players that we're going to be looking out for from the beginning is their senior linebacker, number 11, Henry. Forgive me, I'm going to butcher his name, but To'oto. He ran for 2 very long touchdowns last week. He's about 6'2", 230. He's got an offer right now from Alabama, amongst a host of other offers, and he was a two-way player last week for them. He's their middle linebacker. He sets the tone for the defense, and then on the flip side, he's got the speed and the vision to carry their rushing attack as well. So definitely going to be looking out for number 11 tonight and see if we can neutralize him. They also had a shifty running back last week that impressed me, number 24, Shamar Garrett. He's small, but boy, is he difficult to tackle in the open field. So going to be very important for us to, so number one, the way this triple option offense operates, there's a lot of deceptiveness with it. Quarterback has a lot of different snap decisions that he has to make. And when you got a quarterback that can keep the ball, and it's very dangerous. You've also got Jamal Garrett as a home run threat, shifty home run threat. Then of course you got number 11, Henry To'oto, who himself is a huge threat, between the tackles. So let's see what our run thus far this year, Chris. Our run defense has been very, very stout.
It's been very, very good.
Yeah, we faced the running back from Edison, McKinley Lee. He's been running for 200+ yards in most of his games against us. I think we held him less than 50 yards in the entire game.
Yes.
Sammy Stewart from Liberty, very high-level high school running back. power running back, struggled a lot against us. He did score a touchdown, but I mean, he averaged less than 4 yards a carry against us. So we've been able to hold up strong against all the running attacks we've seen thus far, but this is just a different level that we're going to go up against. Hey, appreciate the comments. Booba32, you got friends on both sides. That's good. I'm cool with that, but we're going to need you to be Team Buchanan tonight. Okay?
That's my boy Roberson up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, Austin,
Roberson, shout out to the Roberson squad.
Yeah, there was a Roberson that used to play in Fresno State Stadium once upon a time. Real good receiver, Brian Roberson.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah.
All right, here comes the Buchanan. Carrying the American flags in front. Love to see that. Oh, look at that, Chris.
Was that fireworks?
Fireworks being let off, yes.
Hey, only at Buchanan, baby, where you get fireworks before the game. That's that Clovis Unified money right there. Oh, that's my boy Kyrie. Kyrie, what's up, boy? My bad, man. I apologize. What's up, Kyrie? Shout out to my boy. Even though you went to Fairfield High, I'm still going to give you a pass.
All right, more fireworks being let off.
Just look at this fireworks show back here. Oh, did I just miss all of them? My bad.
Good thing you guys tuned in for football, not fireworks. Otherwise, you'd be upset right now.
Jovanique, what's up, my guy? Yeah, Falcons for life. I hear you. I hear you, Fairfield High.
Appreciate the share, Gage. All right, so 4 minutes until kickoff here. The American flag spread out by the cheerleading staff. Looks like we're going to transition pretty quickly here into the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the Clovis Community Leading Center for the use of the American flag for tonight's ceremony. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we recognize the fallen soldiers so very close to the Buchanan family. Roland Walter, class of 1999. Jeremiah Barr, class of 2001. Jared Hubbard, class of 2001. Nate Isham, class of 2001. Nathan Hubbard, class of 2004. Anthony Tony Butterfield, class of 2005. Ryan Pearson, class of 2001. And Matthew Abateo, class of 2002. This time we would like to have a moment of silence in honor of the 8th grade Buchanan alumni and all those who paid the ultimate price of serving our country. Thank you. And now, the national anthem.
Sorry you guys weren't able to see it, but right after the national anthem, we had a nice flyover by a Chinook helicopter, military helicopter. Hey, George, it seems like it's only one more thing that's fit to do, and that's play ball, baby.
Let's play ball. I'm excited. Another fireworks show. That helicopter flying over, man. Chills in my spine. All right, we want to thank you guys again who are tuning in with us. Again, we're getting ready to kick off here in about 35 seconds. Probably not 35 seconds. They're going to go out, captains are going to meet in the middle of the field. We'll perform the ceremonial coin toss, figure out who's going to receive in the first half. John Byers checking in from Columbus. Good to see you, my man.
Out there visiting Ohio State. Hey, you make sure Urban Meyer know that Milton said hello. Urban Meyer and the running back coach, Coach Alfred.
And that's Swag Dads, plural.
Hey, that's right. Let him know it's two of us. It's a young sophomore he needs to be looking at.
All right, so team captains for Buchanan. We got number 37, Hayden Peterson, sophomore. Awesome. 44, our senior, Blake Armis, who's just tore his ACL. Number 90, Chase Bibler, and then number 22, Levi Williams.
Number 10, Jesse Wilson. Number 11, for Buchanan.
Again, we want to welcome everybody that's tuned in to watch the game. Too bad you couldn't be here, but hopefully through our voices you can tell the excitement that's here to see a packed stadium in Veterans Memorial, at least on the home side. This is awesome. Look like it's still people coming into the gates. We have people sitting on the berms over there on the grass. This is nice.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a beautiful night for football. How about that?
It is. Beautiful night for football. Weather's great. Still warm. Only thing that's left to do is to play the game.
Hey, we're not going to act like we don't see that big old number 18 that's out there at the coin toss, huh? 6'5", 235. We're not going to act like we don't see him. We're not going to act like.
Isaiah Foskey, 6'5", 235, one of the team captains out there, towering over our. Look at number 10. Jeez. Number 10, Jazzy Wilson, 6'1", 225. They definitely have Division I size. Caleb Bravo, I'm going to beep into the refs on the field and let them know they need to pause it for about 5 minutes so you have a chance to get here. We'll see how much pull I have with them.
Yeah. See how that works out.
Maybe if it was Chris Hickman that was the referee on the field, I'd have some pull. Look at the referees in unison breaking it out to their positions.
Look like we're starting off on defense today, baby. In about 45 seconds, we will have the start of hopefully what will be a good competitive ball game tonight.
All right, Chris, so out to kick for us is Race Mollum, junior kicker. He has been instrumental in a few of our victories, even though most have been blowouts, but he's perfect on the year from field goal range. He's consistently been a weapon for us. Very few returnable kickoffs so far. And again, like I always say, the high school level, special teams is so dangerous. So let's see what kind of a leg Race is going to put in this first one right now. All right, this one's going to be returnable. He's going to field it at the 3. Breaks up the field, oh boy. Not a good start, very dangerous. Tanner's chasing him down, and he returns the ball.
And he takes it to the house.
Return for a touchdown.
That's never a good start.
By number 22, James Kobe.
That's never a good start.
So that's the first blow of the game is landed by De La Salle. And again, call me Nostradamus, but when you allow returnable balls at the high school level, that is such a dangerous situation. So we're already starting out in a hole 6-0. Again, still in this game though. We still got a ball game here.
So what's going to be interesting, Jordan, is after we score, are we going to kick it to him again?
Well, listen, I know Race has the leg to kick touchbacks. We definitely can't kick number 22 again.
No,
right?
no, we see that.
But we don't even know who their other kickoff returner is. I mean, we're playing a national powerhouse school. I presume both of those guys that are back there deep fielding kickoffs are both, both.
It's a reason why they're back there.
Absolutely, yeah. So here we go. So let's see. First heavy blow is landed by De La Salle. So how are we going to respond now, Chris? I mean, I'm very curious to see. Like I told you before, we knew that they were going to come out and hit us hard. So,
you know what? Completely honest, Jordan. To be completely honest, right now, I stick to my game plan. I don't panic. We stick to our game plan.
All right, back deep to receive. We have Jalen Cropper and Brock Jones, two very dangerous weapons in their own right. All right, kick is up, going to be fielded by Brock Jones here, the 2-yard line. Advances up the field to the 15 to the 20. Brock breaks it, brought down at about the 23-yard line. Solid return though, gives us decent field position. So out comes our offense, led by sophomore quarterback DJ Stevenson, and of course, junior running back Kendall Milton. Very curious to see what the coaches have dialed up. To this point in the season, we've had a very run-heavy offense, and we've been able to basically establish our will against every team that we've played. So curious to see if that's going to be the case tonight.
So let's look at this formation, Jordan.
Okay, so we got trips receivers out on the left and a tight end. Double tight end on the strong side now. All right, swing pass to Brock Jones here. Brock gets up the field, brought down after a gain of about 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. All right, Chris, 2nd down and 9. Kendall Milton in the backfield with DJ Stevenson. All right, handoff here to Kendall. Kendall pushing up the field. Brought down after a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and long here, 3rd and 8. Call it 3rd and a long 7. So 3 receivers out on the left. Milton in the backfield with Stevenson. We also have a tight end. One of the things that I learned about De La Salle is they don't blitz a lot. They definitely trust their front 4 to create pressure. Oh, Stevenson throws an interception. Interception at number 10, threw right to him. Very bad decision there by the sophomore quarterback. Put us in a bad situation here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for De La Salle on the on our 25-yard line.
So looking at that, I wonder if it was a route thing, or was it a bad read? Where did we go wrong on that play?
I have no clue. What I saw was I didn't see a red jersey within 2 or 3 yards. So very interested to see, or no clue what went on there. Okay, handoff here to number 24 Garrett. He's brought down after a gain of about 2. Nice job by the run D right there.
Nice to see Kendall Milton step up, making his debut as starting middle linebacker.
Big possession here for our defense. Two running backs in the backfield. Pass play. off target from the quarterback, but he definitely was open there. Had the tight end open up the middle of the field. Number 18, who we talked about earlier, Isaiah Foskey. So
long body, long target.
Absolutely, yeah. Thankfully, quarterback was off target right there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 here, Chris. Be very interesting to see what De La Salle does here. Now again, they like to get in front of the yard marker.
Right.
They're not going to throw the ball a whole lot, but on 3rd long, I wouldn't be shocked if you saw a pass play dialed up right here. All right, handoff goes to number 11, Henry Toyoto, and he's brought down on the play after a pickup of about 4.
Very short game.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? 3rd and
4th and 4 here.
4th and 4.
And I don't see them sending their special teams unit out on the field. Okay, they are now bringing out their special teams unit, so they're going to try an early field goal here. Yeah, their kicker's on the field.
So that's a victory for Buchanan.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
a victory to have them go 4 and out with this type of field position. 3 and out with this type of field position to force them to kick a field goal. I would say that's a victory.
Agreed. 34-yard field goal. Let's see, we got a timeout called by De La Salle. Coach must not have liked what he saw. So they're lining up for a 34-yard field goal here. I'll be curious to see. Again, it's very early in the game. 4 yards needed to convert the 4th down. Let's see if they stick with that decision to kick the field goal.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We got 139 viewers. That is awesome. You don't know how important you make Jordan and I feel right now. Self-esteem is through the roof as we speak.
Chris, they're not tuned in to listen to us. They're tuned in to watch the game. But we're flattered anyways. So for those of you who are just joining in, the score is 7-0. De La Salle is up. They returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown, 96-yard touchdown on Buchanan's opening possession. Sophomore quarterback DJ Stevenson threw an interception on 3rd and 8 that was returned to the 24. And here we are, 4th and 4. Looks like they're bringing out their regular offense. So they second-guessed themselves, decided that they're not going to elect to kick the field goal. So big opportunity right here for our defense to make a stop. So
two quick timeouts.
Yes. First one was taken by De La Salle. This one's taken by Buchanan. Seems like we were kind of expecting them to come out and try to kick the field goal, and we didn't have the right personnel out there to defend on a 4th and 4.
It looks like a chess game right now.
Yeah, I think the big thing for our team, for our boys, Chris, is they need to get out here and see that, okay, these guys, these are just high school football players just like us. Right? So we got smacked in the mouth on that opening kickoff. We had a turnover deep in our own territory. But a big stop right here would do wonders.
It would be huge for the confidence, right?
Absolutely, yes. And I think defensively we're seeing right now that, hey, we can play with these guys.
Nice. There we go.
Play is incomplete, so no
nice
harm, no foul.
Nice 4th down stop.
No harm, no foul. All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. Very curious to see how we bounce back after a turnover on our opening possession. I think it's going to be very important for us to get our running game going and start imposing our will on them. Right. So it looks like we're going out in a 2-back set right now. 2 backs back there in the shotgun.
We have Kendall and Levi.
Yeah, we got Levi Williams and Kendall Milton back there. So they got to respect both of them. Levi motions out.
So is that going to be a false start or offsides? What do we have?
Wait for the call from the officials.
Look like we're backing it up.
And a false start on Buchanan. So That hurts very bad. That makes it very difficult to establish run when you got first and when you're behind in the down and distance and it's 1st and 15. Makes it challenging. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. Kendall breaks a tackle. He's out, cuts it back. He's down at the 25-yard line. Pick up about 12 yards, excuse me, for Kendall. That's great for Kendall.
That's a good run.
Right there.
Yes. Coming off of that high ankle sprain.
Yeah, Kendall. So he looks healthy out there. I don't see a noticeable.
Cryotherapy, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, cryotherapy and turmeric. Cryotherapy and turmeric.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You have to pick your brain on that a little bit more. All right, still double backfield. All right, DJ avoids the sack, gets the pass out to Levi Williams. Nice play there.
Good job, sophomore.
Catch by Levi Williams. That's excellent. All right, so we're in business here, Chris. We're on the 35-yard line.
We're moving the ball.
Excuse me, the 32-yard line. A little aggressive there. 32-yard line. Looks like we're going hurry-up offense here. We're not allowing their defense to set in here and get comfortable. So we're forcing them to line up. Got some substitutions going in. Levi Williams in the backfield alone with the okay.
Come on, let's get it together, Bears.
All right, empty backfield here.
I see a nice.
See what happens here. Stevenson off target on the slant. Got to be more accurate on that. Brock Jones was there.
It was there for him. It was there for him.
Yep. All right, we got 2nd and 10 dialed up right here. Levi Williams in the backfield with DJ Stevenson. 4 receivers. Handoff goes to Levi Williams. Levi picking his way forward. Breaks a tackle. Up for a gain of about 6 on the play. That's a nice 2nd down play right there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. I don't think we're quite in 4 down territory yet, Chris.
Not yet.
So I'll be very curious to see what we dial up here on 3rd and 4. Kendall Milton checks into the game. We've got a bunch receiver set on the right side. Single receiver, Jalen Cropper out there by himself, matched up in single coverage. And Kendall Milton in the backfield with Stevenson. All right, Stevenson back to pass. Stevenson off target again. Just missed Brock Jones. Going to bring out the punting unit here. So.
What is going on? Are we rushing the pass? What's going on?
So on that particular play, there was pressure. So I think it looks to me like what's happening is he's feeling, whether it's there or not, he's feeling that duress in the pocket, and he's aware of it. So he needs to settle down, stand in the pocket, and make accurate throws. Could
be those sophomore jitters.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, Ray Smallham out to punt. Nice hang time on this punt here, so we definitely got to cover this. Fair catch called for. And De La Salle is going to take over on their own 19. For those of you just tuning in, the score on the game is 7-0. Again, De La Salle took the opening kickoff back 96 yards for a touchdown. We had a turnover deep in our own territory. When I say we, I mean Buchanan. De La Salle was unable to convert. They went for it on 4th and 4. We stopped them. So this will be another big possession here. All right, number 11, Henry To'oto breaks for about a 17-yard gain right there. So
he ran literally straight up the gut on that one.
Two backs in the backfield here, 2 wide receivers split out wide. Play action here, number 20 looking up the field. We got a lot of separation. Pass is complete deep for a touchdown to
So that's interesting. That was Jalen Cropper with the let him open. I don't know what he keyed on, if he keyed on the handoff, but he bit.
Definitely, and in a situation like that, and I'm not sure what defense we're running there, but you got to wonder, where's the safety help? I mean, he was completely on an island out there, and he was peeking into the backfield, which is kind of interesting, just because it was pretty obvious from the outset that was a play action pass. So, but hey, it happens, right?
Right.
So here we are. We're down 14-0. This is we're on the other side of the coin right now, Chris. I mean, so far this season, we've come out, we've punched teams in the mouth, and we put them behind early, and we've imposed our will on them. So in this situation right here, we're struggling to get things going on offense. Quarterbacks not delivering the ball accurately. Our defense, our special teams gave up a big play. So let's see how we rebound here. This is where you got to put the ball in your playmakers' hands.
It has to happen.
I'd look to, if I'm Coach Gio and Coach Cooper, I'm thinking that I want a heavy dosage of Kendall Milton on this next drive right here.
Give them an opportunity to warm the wheels up.
At this point, we don't need to get cute. We need to stop the bleeding. All right, kickoff goes deep. This is going to be returnable. Vinny Ortiz back on the kickoff. He's moving laterally. He's up to the 20. He cuts back here, breaks it. He's still on his feet. Brought down at about the 27-yard line. Nice return right there by Ortiz. All right, offense taking the field again. De La Salle in a single high safety. Looks like they're playing cover 3 here. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. Kendall hits the hole hard, breaks through. Yeah, they're not going to catch him. He's gone. So Kendall Milton has the first big Buchanan play of the game.
That is Kendall Milton.
72 yards on the run, and the Buchanan Bears are back in the game. We got a game, baby.
We got a game,
That's
baby.
a big play by Kendall Milton right there. We've been waiting for Kendall to break out and hit one of his patented long-distance touchdown runs, and it's good to see him get loose. So
it's good to see it happen. I'm going to selfishly say it's good to see it happen in a big game. Not discounting any other team, but confidence-wise.
All right, we're going to do a direct snap right here. Levi Williams pushes for, stop just short. So we did this direct snap play against Liberty. I was a little bit surprised and shocked that we tried that against De La Salle right there. I don't think we needed to do that. I think an extra point, bringing they scored a 14-7, would have been the right move. I don't know, it seems like there's some
14-7, that's all we needed, man.
Hey, you know what? The good news though is that we have, we've cut the score, we've cut the lead basically in half. We've proven that offensively we can move the ball against them. And we've got big play. Players as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about Kendall is, if we struggled in the Liberty game, getting him to the second level. If he can get to the second level,
it's a wrap.
Forget about it. Yeah, he's going to make a guy miss, or he's going to be very difficult to bring down, or he's going to flat out run away from somebody. So it's really good to see Kendall get loose. Good for his confidence, and also good for the morale of our team as well. If we go 3 and out again right there, and we're punting to them again, and they're up 14-0. Then that doubt starts to creep into everybody's mind.
Exactly.
So right now, we're back in this game.
We're back in this game, baby.
So going to be huge right here. We need Race Mollum to kick a touchback right here and put them on their own 20. So we know he's got the leg for it. Very important for everybody on the kickoff coverage team to stay in their lanes as well. Okay, so this is a directional kick right here. So going a little bit different. They're going right up the middle again, and he breaks it again. Brought down at the 45-yard line, And we've got a big problem in the middle of our coverage right
We
there.
need, we need to figure that one out quick.
So they're running directly up the middle. Nothing cute about that. I mean, he's hitting it hard, seeing a crease. De La Salle is going to take over on the 45-yard line. Big possession for both teams, offensively and defensively. Brought down, 24. Shamar Garrett takes the ball, picks up 10, going to pick up a first down on the play. Again, our run defense has definitely got to step up here. All right, so they're spreading it out right here. They got 4 receivers out here and a single back in the backfield. Quarterback number 20, Dorian Hale, under center. All right, he drops back to pass. Throwing out it immediately to number 22, and he's brought down a gain of about 5. Number 22, James Kobe, on the play. James Kobe is the one who, if you guys remember, brought the opening kickoff back for 96 yards. So he's a big play threat out there. So it looks to me like what they're trying to do right now, Chris, is they're trying to get their people the ball in space.
Yes, they are.
Right? They're sticking with their strengths. So they've got number 11, Henry To'oto, pounding the middle of our defense, and they got number 24, Garrett, number 22, Kobe, trying to hit creases. All right, another play action. Open again. Another blown coverage there.
It'll be interesting to see what they're reading up front, Jordan. That's making them miss that coverage.
So what's happening, what's happening is that our safeties are peeking into the backfield. They're looking to come up and run support. So when you establish the run, as well as De La Salle's established the run on these first couple of drives, you got our safeties peeking in the backfield, right? Because we're relying on our safeties to come up and help out and run support. All right, so we got a 3rd and 5 right here. 2 backs in the backfield. Brought down on the, I believe that was number 11, or excuse me, number 24, Garrett takes the handoff. He's brought down after a pickup of 2. So that's going to bring up 4th and 3 here, Chris, on the 38-yard line. Definite 4-down territory for De La Salle. So let's see if we can come up with a second big 4th down stop.
That would be huge right now. Fourth down and 3.
Heavy backfield here. Double tight end set. Handoff goes. Number 11. They're handed through a big one.
And he's going down.
That's a big 4th down
That's
stop.
a huge stop.
And we've got some energy going on the Buchanan sideline right now. Big Henry To'oto. Looked like he had a lane right there, and he was brought down.
It closed quick, didn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
Jordan, I don't know about you, but it looked like these Bears have a little bit of confidence now.
They've got confidence. It's a bend but don't break type of situation is what's going on right now. So excited to see what they're going to dial up right here. If I'm the coach, I'm not getting cute. I'm handing the ball off again to number 2, and I'm telling him,
Let him go to work.
Get busy, yeah. And again, once we establish that run, I think that will take a lot of the pressure off the quarterback and allow him to relax and settle into the game. All right, so we got motion here. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. Kendall cuts it back. Brought down for no gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1. Got to bring up 2nd and 11 here. So for those of you just tuning in, score on the game right now is De La Salle 14, Buchanan 6. De La Salle went up quickly, 14-0. We came back with a long touchdown run by Kendall Milton. Missed the 2-point conversion on a direct snap. Gimmick play. Shotgun. Stevenson keeps the ball. He's running. Brought down after a pickup of about 1 or 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 right here. Nobody open downfield. He was forced to keep the ball.
I think one thing on that, the hole was there for him to attack through if he wanted it. I think he has to make that decision a little earlier to go ahead and tuck it and go.
Yeah.
Go north to south.
Yeah. Kept his eyes downfield.
Yeah.
Was looking for somebody to come open. But the reality is that if it's not there, it's not there. You gotta tuck
I
the
think
ball
that could have
and
been a
pick up
nice
what you can.
4-yard gain.
So we're in a 3rd and long situation right here. We got trips receivers out to the left, single coverage for Brock Jones out on the right. Stevenson back to pass. He hits Kendall Milton, is wide open out there in the flats. Has a lot of room. He breaks it. Kendall Milton brought down at the 29-yard line, and that's a great play call right there by Cooper. So again, your sophomore quarterback struggling. So what do? You dump it off to your big weapon, Kendall Milton. They're not keen on him the way they should on that 3rd down play, and Kendall breaks it for a significant gain right there. Brings up a 1st down. We're deep in their territory right now, and we're definitely in business.
I'm sorry those that missed the middle of the play. You got to remember, I'm still a dad on the camera, so I'm trying to balance it, but I think I got you.
Okay, we got a Buchanan player down on the field right now.
Let's see who we're looking at over
My
there.
eyes are betraying me right now, so I can't see what number that is. As soon as he sits up, we'll give those of you in the audience an update of who it is. Training staff out. So on that last play from Stevenson to Milton, that was a 36-yard catch and run right there. So excellent job by Kendall Milton. You see him picking his way up the sideline, always looking for that crease. Even when he was 30 yards down the field, he still has that vision, trying to find that open lane for him to take that long, where most running backs would put their heads down and be satisfied with 20, 25, 30-yard gain. Kendall's always looking to break that big play, and he's got a nose for the end zone. All right, so our player is up. That looks like it's number 50. Is that number 59, Chris?
Looks like number 59. Is that Hayden Tassler?
Hayden Tassler, number 59, limps off the field. Again, we have some depth, not a ton of depth. So
It'll be yes.
Hopefully he can be looked at. He can get it looked at, maybe taped up, walk it off, and we get him back out on the field because he's a big part of our offensive line unit. All right, we're in business here. 1st and 10. We got Levi Williams in the backfield with DJ Stevenson. Bunch set off to the left. Single receiver on top of the screen on the right. Levi picking his way up the field. Stopped for about no gain on the play. Looked like he may have had a crease right there, but that closed up quickly. Very disciplined De La Salle unit here.
Jordan, we need to score on this. Yes, sir, Gage. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're not far out of Reese Mullen's field goal range, but again, I'd love to put 7 points up right here.
Absolutely.
So Stevenson back in the shotgun formation here. He's back to pass. Eyes up the field. He's flushed
Take
out.
off, DJ.
Oh, he throws it. Pass complete. Pass complete to Brock Jones pass complete to number 11, Jonathan Castillo. So we want the young sophomore quarterback to tuck it and run. Keeps his eyes up the field, puts us in great position on the 2-yard line. That's a big-time play right there by DJ Stevens. That's a great throw. It wasn't pretty, but he keeps his eyes up the field, finds the open receiver, puts us in a great position to score. So we're bringing in the big dogs right now. Kendall Milton's in the backfield. Looks like we're going to go 2 receivers, double tight set, or two tight ends on the strong side. Chris, I look to see Kendall Milton get a handoff here. Handoff goes to Kendall. He puts his head down, and he's through for the touchdown. Buchanan Bears close the deficit. We're down 14-0 earlier. Now the score is 14-12. Another touchdown by Kendall Williams, this time from 3 yards out. And we are in business, Chris. We
have a ball game, Jordan.
All right, so no more gimmicks, no more games. We got Race Mullen lined up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is through, and it's good. And we are now 14-13. De La Salle up by 1 point. And we have 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the first quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a football game here is what we have. The Buchanan Bears have showed that they are not going to roll over and play dead, and they are not afraid of the number 10 team in the country, De La Salle.
Hey, once again, I have to apologize for the camera work. I'm doing the best that I can, you guys. I am so sorry. I'm trying not to get caught up in the game. If anybody want to sit up in here with us next game and work this camera, come on up. Hit me.
I'm just excited by the response. Getting down 14-0. A lot of things going against us. It seems like we've settled into this game now.
Yes.
And the most important thing is the belief. Mentally, we believe
that we can win this game.
That we can win this game.
And that's dangerous. And that's dangerous.
Absolutely. And you know, this is also potentially a trap game for De La Salle. They had a big home game that was ESPN televised last week against Bishop Gorman. You know, they won by a touchdown. It was an exciting game. They got a big game coming up next week. So here they are on the road in Podunk, Clovis, California against the Buchanan Bears.
But we know historically Clovis hasn't worked well for them.
Exactly. Clovis West upset them twice 7 years back. All right, Race Mom's kick is up. And here we go. He's in the end zone.
Yes, there we go.
And that's what we need.
That's what we need Race to do. Put him in the end zone.
We need to erase. So again, the big advantage in this game has been special teams, right? That's been the big difference.
Hey, Matthew, you're hired. Next Friday, bro, you with us.
Matt Watson, we'll see you.
Next Friday. Hit me on my inbox, baby. You with us up here, and you're going to take care of the film. We got everything else. Yes.
All right. Spartans take the field on offense. 2 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff goes up the middle to the first running back through. He stopped at about the 24-yard line after a pickup of 4. So I also want to point out, we keep talking about the sophomore quarterback on Buchanan. Dorian Hill, number 20, quarterback for De La Salle, is a sophomore himself. So this is 2 high-level teams right here led by young field generals. So number 20 hands the ball off. Handoff goes to number 43 on the play, Makai Norfleet. He picks up a first down, and they're out to the 31-yard line. So again, our defense, the theme has kind of been bend but don't break.
Yes.
You know, they picked up a couple first downs, and our defense seems to tighten up. So I'm a little concerned if Dorian Hill starts to dial in his okay, handoff goes to number 11, Henry To'oto. He stopped after a pickup of about 2 or 3. Listen, our boys look physical out there, man. Our linebacking core and our defensive line, what I'm noticing is every time these running backs are brought down, it's not just form tackling, they're getting hats put on them. So it's good to see the physical play out there on the Buchanan side. All right, that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The score on after 1 quarter of play: De La Salle Spartans 14, Buchanan Bears 13. Very back and forth first quarter, Chris. So how do you assess it after 1?
You know what? After 1, I think we got the jitters off. I think we came out not knowing what to expect, and I think we got punched in the face on that kickoff return. One of the things that I said was, stick to your game plan, don't change a thing, don't panic. And it seems that what they did. It seems like we tried to throw the ball, and we got to get DJ's confidence up to make those throws. And they depended on their running game. And it seems as if they're truly dependent on their running game, which has given us an opportunity to compete. The great thing about it is, De La Salle is also confident in her running game. So eventually they're going to play to stop the run, which should open up those short passes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree with you. I think when you got, both teams have sophomore quarterbacks out there, when you've got, the Hogs up front, you got dominant running backs, you utilize the run to set up the pass. So, and we're seeing that from De La Salle. We're seeing a rededication to that on the Buchanan side as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, curious to see where we go here in the second quarter. So, okay, we're starting the second quarter here. 12 minutes. 2nd and 7 here. Dorian Hill, quarterback up to the line. Got two running backs behind him. 2 receivers out on the right. Handoff goes immediately up the middle, and Chase Bibler stops him dead in his tracks for loss of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. That's a big-time stop right there by Chase Bibler.
You know, Jordan, what I'm noticing, if you watch their history, one of the things that they caught other teams with was that hurry up to the offensive line and get in the playoff really quick. So if you practice against that, that becomes your equalizer. You create a very level playing field.
I agree. So here we go. It brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Last time they spread out like this, they looked to get the ball to one of their receivers, to one of their playmakers in the open field. So very curious to see. Number 24 motions out. He's looking up the field, wide open. He hits him on an open slant. Pickup of about close to 20 right there. That's a nice throw right there by Hale. We're allowing number 30, Vince Bianchina. Bianchina, it's the best I can do. Makes a nice
My bad,
catch.
bro.
Two backs in the backfield. That's going to be a false
I'm gonna
start
see a
on the
false
offensive
start.
line. Yeah, we saw
With
the
the
left
left
tackle.
guard?
Left guard jumped right there. Oh goodness, they're calling that on Buchanan. I saw something entirely different right there. I saw
the left guard get antsy.
same here. Maybe you and I were the only ones in the whole stadium that actually saw that. But
Well, I have my glasses on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have wore mine, but
No, it's okay.
you got me. All right, so it's going to bring up 1st and 5 right here. Two backs in the backfield. Dorian Hale C.J. Jones goes up, tries to make the play, but wide receiver comes down with the catch. That's a nice delivered ball right there. Going to bring up 1st and 10. And you know what? We were expecting a run-heavy attack, and they're trusting their sophomore quarterback, Dorian Hale, to make plays right here. He's out here making some nice throws. He's been off target on a few, but he's making some nice throws. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10, the 23-yard line. Again, bend but don't break. Let's see if our defense finds a way to come up with a stop here. Handoff goes to number 24, Garrett. He's staying up. He picks up about 5 yards on the play.
That's Scheidt with a nice stop. Scheidt, the son of a longtime defensive coordinator, Fresno City College. Shout out to Coach Scheidt and the Rams, Fresno City Rams. Science teacher and a science teacher.
Hale hits number 24, or excuse me, number 22. I keep mixing up 22 and 24. So number 22, James Kobe, catches the pass up for a 1st down. So they're inside our 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and goal, Chris. And you know what, De La Salle, again, we gave them they gave us their best shot. We stood in there. We came back. Then we gave them our best shot. They're standing there, and this is their response to us after the 1st quarter. Handoff goes to Garrett. He's brought down on the play after a pickup of about 1. Nice defensive stop right there. Things tighten up down here on the goal line.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Well, your playbook gets thinner.
Absolutely. All right, 2nd and goal is going to be from the 5-yard line here. Nice mix of play calling from the Spartans here. You know, we really haven't been able to key on anything because they've been hitting us from a lot of different angles. All right, pitch goes to Garrett. He's inside. He's brought down. Oh, man, he almost broke that tackle, but he's brought down at the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4. So we're holding tight here. We have a volunteer, Uncle Mike, good friend of mine. Uncle Mike Shaheen said he'd be more than happy to be our cameraman next week. So
okay, nice. We get an option.
We got Matt Watson. We got Mike Shaheen. We got a lot. All right, 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line here. Hale looks to keep it. Hale takes it in himself for the touchdown. That one hurts. Good decision there by the sophomore quarterback, in for the touchdown. That's going to bring the score to 20-13. De La Salle Spartans up.
You know, one thing that's interesting, Jordan, 1st quarter stats, man. Buchanan High School had a total of 154 offensive yards to De La Salle's 121.
Wow.
So, that's not a bad That's not a bad performance by our Bears.
Yep, but the difference is, Chris, is when you get a special teams touchdown,
right? That's
and
the equalizer.
And you get an interception deep in the other team's territory, and you force turnovers. That's the equalizer
You're
for
right.
the yards, right?
You're 100% right.
So,
100% right. But what it shows is that if we stick to what we are and who we are, we can be successful. I like what you said. Don't get fancy. Let's just play football.
It's a one-score game right now. We've proven that we can move the ball against this vaunted defense. And in fact, we put 13 points up already. Bishop Gorman, highly touted team out of Las Vegas, I think they put up 21 points total last week after 4 quarters. And we put up 13 in the first quarter. So that tells you a thing or two about, what offensively we're capable of.
But also, too, we haven't seen Jalen Cropper go behind center.
Have not, no.
So we haven't seen a couple of different things that we've seen in the last couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting if we do see any of that tonight.
Oh, I think this is the type of a game where you open up, you pull out all the stops and you open up the entire playbook. All right, kickoff deep. It's going to be taken by, looks like Brock Jones. Brock looking for a crease. He hits a crease, breaks the tackle. Up to the 27-yard line there. Seems to be like every kickoff return, we return it right up around the 25 to 30-yard line. So our offense is going to take the field again here. So for we got so 1st and 10. Buchanan takes over on their own 26-yard line. Stevenson back in the shotgun with Levi Williams back there with him. All right, so we got Jalen Cropper takes the ball in a reverse, tries a spin move right there, but he's dropped for a loss of about 5 right there. Yeah, loss of 5 on the play. He tried to make a play. They sniffed it out. Can't blame the Buchanan offensive coordinator trying to get Jalen Cropper involved somehow. That kid is an outstanding playmaker with the ball in his hands.
Definitely a threat.
All right, so this is going to bring up 2nd and long right here. This was dangerous for us last time, being behind the down and distance. Handoff goes to Levi Williams. Levi breaks a tackle. He's out on the play. Picks up about 11 yards on the play. That's going to bring up open up the playbook for us on third down. We're down to about 3rd and 4 right here. So that was a nice run by Levi Williams.
The great thing is Levi and Kendall complement each other in that backfield. Because when they make subs, you never really lose anything.
Agreed. They complement each other very nicely. So we got a question from Mr. Cookie 212. Is Buchanan the best team in their section? Right now we're ranked number, depending on who you ask, number 2 or number 3 in the section. The number 1 team in the section, pretty much undisputed at this point, is Central High School, Central Grizzlies. They barely lost to De La Salle last year. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. Kendall's going to be brought down on the play after a pickup of about 1 short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. So very curious to see what our coaches decide to do here. Looks like special teams unit is coming out, and we're going to elect to punt here. So that's a big stop for De La Salle right there. Buchanan, we're the number 2 ranked team in the section. Interestingly enough, we played the number 3 ranked team in the section in week 4, Liberty, our last game. We're playing number 10 team in the country this week, and then we've got Central, the number 1 team in the section, next week. So the Murderers Row schedule for Buchanan continues after this week. All right, ball is fair caught there by number 26, Grant Daly.
And to add on to that, Jordan, one thing to say is the team that is ranked ahead of us, we met them in the Valley Championship last year and obviously came up short. But that lets you know who's sitting at the top of the food chain right now.
Yeah, great football team led by Coach Kyle Biggs over there at Central High School. Senior quarterback Trent Tompkins. In my opinion, best quarterback in the Valley. He's putting up some huge numbers. All right, Dorian Hill's back. He makes the pitch, number 24, Garrett. He's got a crease. He's running with reckless abandon. He's going to get a 1st down, picks up about 16 yards on the play. They're now in Buchanan territory on the 48-yard line. So defensively, we got to make a play here, Chris. Turnover would be huge. Stop would be great. Turnover would be huge. All right, 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers out to the left. Hale's under center. Hale back to pass. He's looking deep. Nobody really there. Actually, somebody did come open. So again, we're seeing a lot of people running free in the secondary behind our safeties. Again, luckily Hale was a little bit off on his accuracy there. Hale's a lefty, by the way. Little Steve Young, Mike Vick shout out there. But we definitely can't let those receivers run free behind us.
Reese Bacon offsides.
An outside call on Reese Bacon. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. So, we go from 2nd and 10 to 2nd and 5. And the big difference, what I've seen here, Chris, is De La Salle has 0 penalties so far in the game. We're, halfway through the second quarter.
Right.
And Buchanan, that's our 4th penalty of the game. So again, discipline's big. In a closely matched contest like this, you can't afford to give up yards in the penalty game. All right, handoff's going to go up the middle to number 43. He's brought down very quickly on the play. Tackle made by number 53, senior Stephen Shai. We're going to say his name a lot tonight. He's the linchpin of our defense there. He plays a very physical brand of football at the linebacker spot. Very strong, sturdy presence there in the middle. All right, so here we go. They're on hour 40. It's 3rd and 4. Dorian Hale is, wow, fooled me. Handoff goes directly up the middle to number 43 again. Makai Norfleet. We haven't seen too much of Henry To'oto. He had a couple big runs last week against Bishop Gorman. The few times he has gotten the ball this game, he did break one decent one off, but he haven't seen much of him. Maybe they're saving him for defense. All right, Hale back to pass. Oh, is that a pit? Oh, that's an interception.
Was that an interception?
Yes. At number 5, Jalen.
Oh my gosh! Did we see that?
Wow.
Did we not see that interception?
I'm just extremely happy that there's no such thing as instant replay at the high school level, because that was a bang bang play. But what a play by senior Jalen Cropper right there.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Dorian Hill's been a little bit off target. He was actually been on target on those slant plays. But we were just talking about how we needed a turnover, and a turnover would be huge. And you ask and you shall receive.
And you shall receive.
Shout out to Kimberly DaCosta. Thank you for the kudos. Jonathan Castillo, your nephew. Hopefully he makes a couple big plays tonight. Handoff goes to Kendall. Kendall breaks the first tackle, puts his shoulder down, picks up about 2 to 3 yards on the play. Again, Kendall's very difficult to bring down on that first contact. He's coming out of the game. Looks like Levi Williams is going to come in his place. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. All right, so we're pretty deep in our own territory here. We're on our own 15. A first down would be really big here to get some momentum going, get some tempo going. Stevenson keeps it, looks down the field. Hits just a little bit off target there from Ortiz. Ortiz running wide open in the middle of the field. Seems like a catchable ball right there. Big game like this, ball hits your hands, got to bring it in. But Ortiz has made some great catches this year. I'm sure he'll make it up. All right, it's going to bring up another 3rd and long here, 3rd and 8. Hagley Doubt, we're going to be looking to hand the ball off right here. So I'm curious to see what they dial up for a pass play. Some confusion. The ball is dropped by Jalen Cropper. We had a bubble screen lined up, and the ball's dropped. And it looked like he had a little bit of room in front of him to make something happen with that ball. So,
Right now,
come on.
Right now we're looking at 21-13, 4:05 left in the second quarter. Sorry about that, Jordan.
No worries. All right, so Ray Smallham, very high punt, lots of hang time right there. Ball's going to take a little bit of a Buchanan bounce. Looks like it's going to be marked down right at the 50-yard line by senior Steven Scheidt. So nice job by Ray Smallham. Again, punt was about 35 yards in distance. It's not necessarily the distance. It's more so keeping the ball out of their playmakers' hands and getting enough hang time on that punt to make it to where our defense lives to fight another day. So, Chris, we're not really winning the time of possession battle right now. It's one of the big things that I'm noticing is our defense is spending a lot of time on the field.
Yes, they are.
Very, very dangerous. Handoff goes up the middle. It's like number 22, James Kobe takes it. He's a little guy, man, but he runs powerfully through the tackles. Another big play up the middle by De La Salle. Quarterback keeper, Dorian Hill. And again, we're deep in our own territory. So let's see if our defense will come up with a big play right here. They're inside our 15-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 13. Two backs in the backfield. Dorian Hill under center. Got one single receiver. All right, timeout called by Buchanan. Probably a good idea right now. All right, just got a comment from Mark Young. His nephew, Bryson Young, was a stud here, stud defensive end at Buchanan, graduated a couple years ago. He's now at Oregon playing for the Ducks. They're televised. They got a big game tomorrow night against Stanford. So all of you that are watching, that are viewing this game right now live, make sure you check out that Oregon-Stanford game tomorrow and look out for number 56, ex-Buchanan Bear, Bryson Young. Shout out, Bryson. All right, Chris. So, so here we go. So 1st and 10. They're inside our 15-yard line. We just called the timeout. They ripped off a couple of big plays up the middle on us, a couple of big runs. So it's very interesting. And Coach Vogt and Coach Deal were both out of the field talking to the defense right now. I think that timeout was kind of a regroup timeout. So number one, hey, listen, I know you guys have been on the field a long time. Let's get a little bit of a rest here.
Right.
Let's regroup and let's get ready to, at worst, hold them to 3 points here. All right, Dorian Hill under center. Handoff goes to number 24, Garrett. Oh, he fumbles. Fumble, and it looks like it's jumped on by Buchanan. Buchanan Bears recover the fumble. 24, Garrett coughs it up. That is the second De La Salle turnover deep in Buchanan territory.
Deep in the red zone.
And 3 really if you count the turnover on downs earlier. So there's a turnover on downs inside our 20 on their very first drive of the game. There was an interception inside the 20 by Jalen Cropper, and now we have a fumble. Not quite sure who recovered that fumble. Again, we're watching from a long ways away right here. Yeah. So forgive us if we're not if you have a family member who's making plays on the field and we're not calling them out by number. We're up here in the booth, and we don't have that close play-by-play camera view that you get with ESPN or CBS. So we're doing the best we can up here, so bear with us. But Buchanan takes over on their own 7-yard line. I look for us to try to, again, establish the run here. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. He takes it up the middle, puts his head down. Not much there on first down. I'd say it's close to a no gain right there. Maybe about a pickup of 1.
We have 2:45 left in the quarter, in the half rather. So it'll be interesting to see if we can't put something together.
Listen, we're going to get the ball coming out from halftime. I don't think we're in any hurry right here to snap the ball because we're going to be receiving the ball coming out of halftime. So the last thing we want to do is rush through right here, go 3 and out, and give them enough time to dial up a chance to get points on the board before halftime. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. Kendall cuts it up the field. Again, they're all over him again. Picks up another gain of 1. Clock is ticking right now. Score is De La Salle 21, Buchanan 13. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Normally in a situation like this, you may see a little bit more of a hurry-up type of offense. But right now, again, we're in a dangerous situation right here. We're deep in our own territory. We're going to be receiving the kickoff in the second half. So, we're in a situation where we don't want to put ourselves put our defense in a bad situation and allow them to put up some points right before halftime. Shotgun. Stevenson gives the ball to Levi Williams, breaks a tackle, gets about 5 yards on the play. Not going to be nearly enough for a first down, but you know what it is going to do is it is going to give us our punters some breathing room.
Yes.
De La Salle is actually going to utilize their second timeout. That's going to leave them with 1 timeout. So we're at 1:37 right now. We got 4th and 4 from our own 14-yard line. We're definitely going to punt right here. So going to be interesting to see if our defense can limit a big play right here, and if we can go in at halftime down 21-13.
Keep it where it is.
Stephanie Chavez, yes, we're going to be live broadcasting all Buchanan games for the rest of the season. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, Swag Dad Network. Swag Dad's in the booth right now. Chris Milton, Jordan Bryce, doing, again, just a couple of dads having fun with sons on the team, doing the best that we can.
Literally.
So bear with us. If we suck, bear with us. If we're good,
we woke up like this.
Yes.
Hey, Gage, we appreciate it, baby.
All right, so Ray Smallum, 1 foot in the end zone. We got a flag on the play. Very curious to see what the call is right here. Did De La Salle jump, or is this us with yet another one? Yeah, this is going to be false start on the offense, which is going to push us back. Again, that discipline. That's our 4th penalty of the game. We're winning the turnover battle right now. Our defense is holding up pretty strong, given some of the circumstances they've been put under. But we're losing the penalty game right now, so definitely got to step up the discipline in the second half. Maulum in the end zone, gets the punt off. Not a ton of hang time on this one, but it's angled out of bounds. So they're going to take over deep in our territory. Ref stops at the 36-yard line. So again, they're going to take over in our Buchanan territory. With 1 minute and 29 seconds left to go, 1st and 10, De La Salle Spartans. Need our defense to dig deep right here and keep them out of field goal range. And right here, I think De La Salle has their entire playbook. So they're going spread right here. They got 5 wide receivers. This is not a usual look for them right here, so just got to be careful we don't get beat deep. So he hit on a slant. Big hit right there by.
That was a soft defense too. We didn't have anything going on in the middle of the field.
Number 40, Jack Bankston. We talked about him on the onset. He made the receiver pay the price on that play. So they're in a hurry-up offense right now. 1:11, 1st and 10. 2nd and 1. So we got a timeout called by Buchanan. I think we're caught off guard a little bit right now. They're spreading things out. So they've been going double tight end or double tight, 2 tight ends on the strong side, 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 receiver out wide. They've been pounding it. They've been pounding us.
Right.
Running the ball. So now all of a sudden they come out and they go 5 wide receivers, and again, I don't think we were prepared for that. So we're in a situation right now where they got us a little bit off balance. They're already in field goal range. They're at the 22-yard line. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. They're down to 1 timeout. We have no timeouts left. So we got to tighten up on defense right here.
That's right. We have to. It'd be nice to go into halftime only down by 8. You're right, David. We could use a turnover right here. We need a big defensive play.
just a reminder to all of our viewers as De La Salle comes out, make sure that you click that button right below the screen, right below where it says save, that says subscribe, and make sure you're subscribing to the Swag Dad Network, because we got a lot of big games left this year that we're going to be live broadcasting. Make it easy on yourself. All right, they're going back to their triple option here. 24 Garrett takes the handoff. He's brought down at about the 3-yard line and stops the clock as well. Minute and 2 seconds left. Going to bring up 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And again, it's looking dire right now, Chris. We could use another big turnover. David Burton, good call. I completely agree. Quarterback keeps it. He's stopped on the play. And let's remember, they have no timeout. So it's 57 seconds. Clock is running right now. Going to bring up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to have a ton of time. I mean, they're going to have some time here, down to 50 seconds.
They have about time enough to run one more play, you think?
Oh, no, I think they got it. They've got probably at least 2 more plays in them. They're getting up to the line quickly. But again, if we can hold steady right here, we're going to put some pressure on them. I don't think they're going to have a ton of time. So handoff goes to number 24. He's picking his way, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That really hurts, Chris.
Yes.
Really hurts. That's going to bring the score to 27-13. 31.9 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Tough break right there. We got a big turnover inside, and we just weren't able to convert a 1st down. They held us. They forced us on a 3-and-out, and unfortunately, they got the ball back deep in our territory with enough time to work with. All right, extra point is good. Going to bring the score to 28-13. 32 seconds left in the 1st half. So, Chris, what are your thoughts here? We got 32 seconds left. We're going to return the ball right here. Probably going to end up with about 25 seconds left. Do you take a knee, go into halftime, regroup?
Take a knee, go into halftime, regroup, come out with the mindset to score 0-0.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so if they kick it deep here, let's not forget we got Jalen Cropper and Brock Jones back there. Both of those young men are capable of taking something to the house. Every time they touch the ball, they are a house call threat. So let's see if De La Salle Spartans trust their kickoff coverage unit. Let's see if we get a squib here, if we get a regular kickoff. Yeah, regular kickoff, man. They're saying, Brock Jones, we don't believe you can make a big play here. So Brock takes his time, hits a crease, and he's out to the 35-yard line. Looked like he was one step away from breaking that for a big play. So 26 seconds left. We're on the 35-yard line. Offense is going to take the field. As quickly as they're taking the field, leads me to believe that we're going to be taking a knee.
Yes.
And going into halftime to regroup. And
accept this 15-point game. Probably the smarter thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. With us getting the ball coming out at halftime, there's really no need here for us to, take a chance. Strip sack, interception. No need for any of that. So we're officially at halftime. We take the knee. 28-13. It's been an exciting game, you know what? It's definitely, we're definitely, speaking from the Buchanan perspective, we definitely have proven that we belong on the same field with De La Salle.
Absolutely. Even though this is a 15-point game, I'm still pleased with the way we showed up. I'm still pleased with the way we compete. We haven't given up. We haven't folded. And I do believe that we're still going to see good things coming out of a second half.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. That first drive is going to be huge. I mean, offensively, I look for Coach Cooper to dial up to go deep into his bag of tricks.
Yeah.
To make sure that we start out the second half on the right foot.
So Jordan, let's do this. Let's get out of this booth for a minute while we're in halftime. We'll come back right now. It's 14:45 left. We're going to come see you guys in about 7 to 10 minutes, all right? Right now, enjoy the halftime show, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep, we'll talk to you guys soon.
The only thing I can guess was JD kicker.
Yeah. Any compelling stats? Time of possession. De La Salle 22 minutes. Buchanan 2 minutes.
I said I'm not good at time possession. I'm terrible at that. 22 to 2, is that really it?
No, I was being sarcastic.
I was like, I can add it up, but I don't think it's that.
It's bad. It's bad. Maybe not that bad.
It's bad, yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Well done.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the field for a performance by the Buchanan High School Marching Band.
That sounds great.
This year's show, the Great Joint Broadway. Led tonight by Buchanan Band directors Mr. John Great, and Mrs. Shalane.
Spartans lead by the score of 28 to 13 at the half. Over Buchanan, and we're going to use statistics in a moment. But first, let's recap the first half. Exciting first half. In the first quarter, we saw a lot of big plays. We all started with a big play. A 96-yard kickoff return by James Cody to make it 7-0. Spartans after Brendan Wolf extra point. There's 13 seconds into the game. Buchanan on their first possession threw an interception picked off by Jossie Wilson, except the Spartans at their bare 24-yard line. The Spartans will go 4 out and turn it over on downs after Corey Hale incompletion. Buchanan would take over at their 18-yard line, and after picking up one first down, they would punt it into the Spartans, who started at their own 19 with 6:56 to go in the first quarter, up by that 7-0 score after Henry Toatoa, 19-yard run. Dorian Hale would find Grant Bailey for a 62-yard touchdown pass, beautifully thrown the ball. Great protection by the offensive line. The extra point by Moore made it 14-0. 2 plays, 81 yards, it took 29 seconds. Buchanan would respond after the ensuing kickoff. The first play would be a run for Kendall Milton, and he would run it in from 72 yards out to make it 14-6. The 2-point conversion run tried by Levi Williams would be stopped shy of the goal line by Wilson. One play, 72 yards, it took just 12 seconds for Buchanan. Spartans would turn it over on downs once again. This time inside Buchanan territory as Henry Toatoa is going on 4th and 3 as he stopped a yard shy. Buchanan would embark on an impressive drive. 6 plays, 64 yards. It took 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Capped off by a Milton 2-yard touchdown run. Buchanan chose to go for the extra point.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Buchanan High School Band and the Great Joint Broadway.
Spartans start their own 20. We would take this drive into the second quarter. They go 11 plays, 80 yards in 4 minutes and 30 off by Dwayne Hale's 3-yard touchdown run on 3rd and goal. The extra point made it 21-13. Spartan defense was strong in the second quarter. They would hold Buchanan to a 3-and-out. After getting a first down and getting inside Buchanan territory, Hale's pass was picked off by Crawford down to the Buchanan 14-yard line. But Buchanan would go 3-and-out again after a fumble by the Shamar Davis. Again, inside the red zone, Buchanan would start at their own 7-yard line, and they would go 3-and-out for the third time. Spartan defense held them to 3-and-outs in that second quarter. Spartan would take over after a punt went out of bounds. They would take over great field position at the bare 31-yard line. After a pass play to Daly and a 17-yard run by Garrett, a couple of plays later, with Shamar Garrett running it in from 5 yards out, the extra point made it 28-13. Four-play, 31-yard drive, 58 seconds. Buchanan would lead him on the final play of the first half. And now 28-13 Spartans. I imagine Spartans had a 10-yard.
Yes, they did. Spartans were 9 yards for the first half on 33 offensive plays. Buchanan had some 177. Keep in mind, the Mills is 73-yard run. So on their other 4 plays, they had 150 yards. And 11 receivers now for Buchanan. Received with interception. Out for the loss. Smart here is 168 yards and a touchdown. And Kevin Walton, 93 the leading rushers for each team. Dale Salle overall 22 rushes, 124 yards. Dorian Hale 6 for 11 passing, 125 yards, a touchdown and an interception. On the other side, Stevenson passing 3 for 8 with an interception, no touchdowns, 69 total yards. And yeah, especially once we got to the second quarter, Dale South statistically dominating this game, and realistically should be up 42-13 because they had 2 drives into the red zone. I think there's 2 things for the Dale South offense here, and I want to make sure I contextualize this right. I think the coaching staff is basically saying, Dorian, you've got the lead. Let's see what you can do, and we're going to let you throw the ball more than maybe we would otherwise do in a game. See if we can make some stuff happen. He's made a couple of happen. But the idea is we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're okay if we don't score a couple times and make a mistake. And the Garrett on the not part of that plan, obviously, but I think they're okay with this because I think they do one, they're probably better than that, but two, they really trying to have the last couple of years in the finals is also that game. If their offense is as good as the one 3 years ago when Sweeney was the quarterback and Custer were the running backs, all 3 of them rushed for 1,000 yards. Sweeney was a pretty decent quarterback throwing the ball. They're not necessarily prospects, they can throw the ball accurately and with pace and all those things. And I think they really want to see Dorian Hale, the sophomore quarterback, start to develop this week. Reasserted itself in the second quarter and kind of taking control of that end of the field. That's really up to the offense to give them their space now.
Spartans up by 15, 28-13 at the break at Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, with your appreciation on Buchanan High School Marching Band, the Great Train Robbery.
You're watching Spartan football. This is David Salle TV on CBS Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the program in your hand. If you purchase a program and if you have a sticker on the Heroes page with a signature, you have won a pair of PowerPiece 3 wireless headphones. Just bring your program to the top of the student section, right below the red seats, and you can redeem the prize if you show that signed program with the Heroes page. So thank you for purchasing the program, and congratulations to the winner of those PowerPiece 3 wireless headphones. Just bring your program to the top of the student section, right below the red seats. Thank you.
I didn't think we were going to have to basically stick with it. But you have to pay. I ended up saying it.
Get one of these. He'll won't pass you? You do get games over here.
Well, I guess because I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still Gil's always a dweeb when he became commissioner. He's a nice dweeb. He's nice to me, but he's just a dweeb. Maybe that's why she gets good students. Just walk out and hand the trophy out. Here's your pennant. I have to get to the lacrosse match. I'll see you.
All right, mic check 1 2. 2 minutes 30 seconds left at halftime. Chris getting ready to put the headset on as well. We had to go downstairs, reconnect with friends and family, get some outside opinions on what they're seeing.
So let's look at a couple stats, Jordan, from the first half. Total first downs, De La Salle 12, Buchanan 4. Total passing yards, De La Salle 125, Buchanan 70. Total rushing yards, De La Salle 158, Buchanan 113. Total yardage first half, De La Salle 283, Buchanan 183. So if we look, let's look at the difference. Coming out of the first quarter, Buchanan had 154 total yards to De La Salle's 121. So for them to all of a sudden to have 100 more yards, total yardage of us after the second quarter, what are we doing differently? What do you see, Jordan? What are we doing differently?
You know, Chris, it's very easy to look at that raw yardage and blame it and say, well, we had defensive breakdowns. The reality is that our defense was on the field for way too long in the second quarter. So offensively, we've got to sustain a drive and kill some clock and give our defense an opportunity to rest and go out there and be fresh. I don't have time of possession stats, but it felt like that entire second quarter we were like strictly just calling De La Salle on offense and us and Buchanan on defense. So
right.
So my thoughts are is number one, defensively, we can help ourselves by getting a stop, but the better way to help ourselves would be for our offense to sustain some drives, put some points on the board, and give our defense an opportunity to go out there fresh and well rested. The other thing that really stood out to me was in the first half, 0 penalties for De La Salle. You see, like, normally at a high school level, punter punts the ball and it's bouncing around. You see a couple of stragglers that are way too close to the ball. De La Salle, they all immediately turn around and walk away, run away from it. So what I'm seeing is a extremely well-coached group of young men out there. And again, Buchanan is extremely well-coached as well. But it just, it really shines through for De La Salle. So shout out to their coaching staff. Shout out to those young men for having a great deal of discipline. With that said, we still are winning the turnover battle. We forced 3 turnovers if you count the turnover on downs. deep in our own territory after an interception early in the first quarter. Plus had an interception in the red zone and a fumble in the red zone. So the reality is that a couple plays go differently. We could be behind really big right now. But on the flip side, a couple plays go a little bit differently. We could be tied or up in this game. So. All right, Bears coming back out to the field. Chris, if you look over to the south side of the stadium, there's probably about, I don't know, 175, 200 people just camped out on the grass watching.
You know what? I actually saw that. That's actually pretty cool to see him sitting on the berm over there. You got kids playing. They're just totally oblivious to what's going on out here.
Kids, adults, students. All right, so I'm trying to look at body language here right away, right? The kid holding the flag at the front, his body language is great. Like, he's doing a hell of a job out there. I don't know who that is, but that young man deserves a gold star. And as customary for us, good majority of our players head down to the end zone, take a knee, say a quick prayer, and then we're going to get football started. Minute 17 left in the third quarter. And Chris, I'm just as excited for the second half as I was for the first half.
100%.
Not excited that we got a 15-point deficit that we got to work ourselves out of, but you know what? This is an opportunity for these young men on the Buchanan Bears to show that they have what it takes and they have the mettle to come back against a top-ranked team.
So one tweet that I want to talk about from George Takata. Let's start a little bit of chirp. 4 minutes ago, Kendall Milton at the Real K-Mill playing offense and defense tonight. He has both TDs wearing a Fresno State towel and gloves for what it's worth.
Interesting.
See out there repping Fresno State tonight.
Big brother Kalon Milton, Fresno State Bulldog.
It was great because Fresno State has a bye tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool. Big brother is actually here in the stands tonight cheering on little brother.
Yeah,
so
I got a chance to catch up with Kalon before the game, and I hit him up about UCLA, and he said that overall as a unit, they were thoroughly unimpressed with UCLA, just from the standpoint of like the physical toughness. So Fresno State going to do big things this year and beyond.
Yes, sir.
So we got a couple comments on our chat here. So M. Tiroli, thanks for the stream, gentlemen, watching live from SAC.
That's my boy. That's my boy Mike right there.
All right, Mike. Happy that you're joining us all the way from Sacramento. We appreciate you, and we also appreciate the feedback as well. Dave Burton, everybody loves Dave.
Everybody loves
so
Dave.
We need to complete a few passes so that De La Salle can't key on our running game. Completely agree with you. I think we had a couple of opportunities there late in the second quarter. For whatever reason, we weren't able to complete those passes. So we'll see. We'll see if
Athletic Beast. You say Milton trash. I like it. I like you calling them trash, but you watching my live feed. Great job. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so kickoff's going to go to Brock Jones. Fields it at the 7-yard line, picking his way through. Brock hits a seam, hits a crease, makes the last guy miss, and now it's a foot race. And he's tripped up at the 24-yard line. What a return by Brock Jones.
Is this not how you start a second half?
So you know what? We're great, Chris. We haven't even mentioned that Brock Jones made huge news last week by committing to Stanford. He committed to Stanford for one reason, and for a lot of reasons. Number one, what a lot of people don't know is he's an outstanding athlete, but he's also a great student as well. But he's going to play both baseball and football at Stanford for the Cardinals. So big play right there by Brock Jones. I'm not surprised at all. He's excellent safety, excellent slot wide receiver. Probably could play running back, quarterback, whatever he decides he wants to play. He can play. So
and
here we
people
go.
don't realize Brock has great speed.
So we're coming out with Jalen Cropper in the shotgun here. Normal quarterback Stevenson out as a wide receiver. So we're gonna dig deep into the playbook here. He keeps it. Falls forward for a pickup of about 2 on the play, maybe 1. But we're definitely, what we're seeing here is we're seeing the Buchanan offensive coordinator going deep into his bag of tricks and looking for ways to get his playmakers the ball. And I can't be mad at him. You got Jalen Cropper, Brock Jones, Kendall Milton on the offensive side of the ball. Your job as the offensive coordinator is to figure out ways that we can scheme them into the game. All right, 2 running backs in the backfield. Got Kendall Milton and Williams. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry about that.
No, I was giving a score update, but you're good. Go ahead.
Handoff goes to Kendall. Kendall makes a cutback.
Oh.
Ooh, he nearly broke that one. He picked up about 5 yards on the play. He's brought down at the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3.
Is it me, or did it almost look like he was going to break that?
No, I saw the daylight, but somebody untied his shoelace and held onto his shoestring and tripped him up right there. But we got a lot of options right here. I'm curious if this is 4-down territory or not. But I'm guessing we're gonna run the ball right here, try to pick up this 1st down. There's really no need to take a chance here. Put the ball in the air. Oh, Kendall breaks a tackle. Oh, picks up the 1st down on the play. It's going to be very close. I'm thinking he picked up the 1st down on that, but what a run. That's one of the better 3-yard runs you're going to see. He was met in the hole, makes the first person miss, bounces it outside, makes another person miss, and ends up picking up 3 yards.
Are we getting the first? Are they giving it to us?
Very interesting. Yeah, we got to call for a measurement right there. Definitely. So one of the things that Kendall's big, right? He's 6'2", 215.
215.
Right? 6'2", 215. But the thing that separates Kendall from a lot of the other running backs that are out there is not just the size and the speed. It's the ability to make people miss, and it's the ability to jump cuts, the lateral agility. All that is what differentiates Kendall. So we did get a 1st down right there, correction, which
nice.
I'm happy to see. So we've got Cropper again in the backfield. So right now in the backfield, you got Levi Williams, Kendall Milton, and Jalen Cropper. As a defense, you can't really key on anybody. Cropper keeps it again, cuts it back. He's got room in the middle. He's carrying the defender, and he's down at the 2-yard line. Excellent play by Jalen Cropper right there, man. He's so shifty, very decisive in his as a runner. Picked up about 5 or 6 yards after somebody was latched onto him. That's a big-time play right there. That's going to bring up 1st and goal. This is exactly what Buchanan needs, Chris. We're coming out. We're imposing our will. And we're putting ourselves in a position to score right here. Handoff goes to Kendall Milton. He's up the middle. He falls forward very, very close.
Touchdown!
Kendall Milton from 3 yards out. That's going to bring the score to 28-19. De La Salle Spartans 28, Buchanan Bears 19. So the question is, obviously we go for the 1 here. 9 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock, Chris. And we've got ourselves a ball game here, right?
That's right, baby.
So 1-score game. Okay, so here we go again. We've got this gimmick situation going on. Are we going to do the direct snap? So the ball snapped to Stevenson. Stevenson's looking to keep it.
Touchdown! There we go!
With a 2-point conversion. So that's a big-time conversion right there by quarterback. Very gutsy play calls right here. But again, we're playing this game to win.
We have a 1-possession ball game, baby. That quick.
Yeah. So that direct snap that didn't pan out for us early in the game, we got it back right there. So we're 28-21. That entire drive right there was set up by that big play by Brock Jones. So again, just want to give him the proper credit for putting us in a position, to work from deep inside De La Salle's territory, start out the second half. All right, so it's dangerous time right now, right? So we've got our kicker, critically acclaimed, highly rated kicker, Ray Smallham. Ball's going to be teed up at the 40-yard line. And we really, really need Race to use his strong leg.
And get him in the end zone.
Yeah, and put this in for a touchback.
For all of you that don't know, we have De La Salle up 28-21 with 9:48 left in the third quarter. We have a heck of a ball game here, and I can guarantee you nobody thought it was going to go like this tonight, but these Buchanan Bears have something different to say. This ought to be exciting for Bear Nation, Jordan.
It is, it is.
This is a slugfest, you know that?
It is, it is. After a great slugfest last week, I ponied up the $85 for the Canelo Triple G fight. It was one of the better boxing matches I've seen in a long time. And I'm treated to another great heavyweight, well not heavyweight, but another great boxing match. So, all right, that's going to be a touchback.
We won't be bringing that one out.
Number 22, James Kobe fields it in the end zone, and he's anxious to bring it out, but again, at the high school level, if the kick goes into the end zone, it's an automatic touchback, which is huge for us. James Kobe took the opening kickoff back 96 yards, and that's really the difference in the game right now. Without that opening kickoff return touchdown, you know, we're talking about an even ball game.
We have another big game going on in the country. We have IMG against Mater Dei out of Southern California, tied up second quarter, 7-7. It's a lot of talent, a lot of D1 potential on that field.
Right, pitches the ball out to number 24, Garrett. Tries to cut the ball back, but that's a nice tackle out there by Jalen Cropper. He does pick up about close to 5 yards on the play, but that play could have went for a lot more if Jalen Cropper wasn't able to make that tackle. Got a Buchanan Bear down on the field. Number 40, Jack Bankston. We can't afford to have Jack Bankston go down. He's played very well for us today. Stepped in as a linebacker again. He's pretty much a starting linebacker anyways, but just not a lot of depth at the linebacker spot right now. All right, two backs in the backfield. Hale gives the ball up the middle, brought down almost immediately. Falls forward on the play, though. That's a pretty good run right there. He was met in the hole, number 24, Garrett. He's not a very big running back, but he fell forward and ended up making that a gain of about 3, which is going to bring up 3rd and 2. 3rd and long 2. This will be a big stop for Buchanan here if we can hold them here. All right, handoff goes up the middle to Henry Toyoto. Oh, thank God that we got the speed of Brock Jones back there, because that could have went for a long ways. That's the exact play that he broke 2 long touchdowns against Bishop. Broke off 2 long touchdowns against Gorman last week. So good to see that we have that speed back there in the defensive backfield to chase him down. So he's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a nice run by Toyoto. We haven't heard much from him in the first half, at least offensively. He was big on defense. All right. Handoff goes Weaver by the quarterback. Way to square up and make a great tackle there by Tanner Blunt.
Hey, he had
our other safety.
He had me fooled.
You thought the ball went up the middle?
I thought it went up the middle.
Yeah, no, this quarterback's doing a great job of selling the fakes. Looked like that play was going to go for a big run. Tanner Blunt, our senior safety, does a fantastic job back there in the defensive backfield. Also runs the ball well for us as well. We haven't seen much from him tonight, but he broke down, made a great tackle right there, and limited the length of that play. David Burton, great topic. I scored the fight for Triple G. There was a lot of people in uproar on social media, basically saying it was a robbery, the fight was fixed. So in my opinion, when a fight is that close, it's not a robbery, right? If it's a close decision, it goes either way. You can't really be mad. Personally, the way I scored it 7-5 for Triple G. But it isn't that difficult. It's not that much of a stretch to see Canelo. You know, a lot of those rounds were very, very close. So back to the action here. 3rd and 1, very close for forward for a quarterback keeper. He's going to pick up Dorian Hale. Quarterback picks up about 3 yards for the first down. So again, here we go. Once again, they're ripping off these. You know, they're not really breaking any big, huge 50, 60-yard plays, and I don't want to jinx us here, but it's just these continuous first down after first down, conversion after conversion, keeping our defense on the field, forcing our defense to play a lot, of snaps.
And that's how you wear a team down.
Absolutely. All right, handoff goes up the middle, number 43. Picks up about another 5-yard gain on the play. So we're doing some rotating in and out of our defensive linemen.
Shout out from Denver, Colorado. Thanks for joining us in.
Appreciate the love there, John Herman. Also, we coach, watching from Denver, Colorado. We're happy to help you out here. Just two dads in the booth doing the best we can. Oh, all right, so Hale's forced to keep it. Breaks a tackle. Oh, man, we had him. We had Hale stop there for a 2 to 3 yard loss. Yes. He was able to break that tackle. Blunt had him wrapped up, but just couldn't bring him down on the play. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shout out to John in the 916.
Another interesting fact, speaking of Sacramento, De La Salle and Folsom matched up in the first game of the season, and scared the living daylights out of me because De La Salle blanked Folsom, which is traditionally a powerhouse. We had a flag down in the secondary. That was a big run. I'm hoping this is a holding call.
Maybe we can get a holding.
Yeah. And
get that 10 yards.
Back. Yeah. That would be huge for us right now. Huge break. First penalty of the game that's going to go against De La Salle. But when De La Salle shut out Folsom, that's when I knew that we were in deep tonight. So the fact that we put up 21 points in a little over 2 quarters. Okay, so we got an illegal block below the knees there, illegal chop block. So I'm curious to see. In high school, they're always very weird about how they mark off these penalties. But we're taking a walk backwards here. This is the best thing that could have happened to us. Again, they've proven that they can make plays in any down and distance.
But you know what, Jordan?
A big 15-yard penalty.
We're actually not playing bad defense, man.
No, not at all. Not at all. We're tackling well. They're not getting a ton of yards after contact. We're at 3rd and 15 here, Chris. Almost actually 3rd and 16. So defensively, what I'm doing right here. What I'm doing right here is I am making sure that we're not giving up a pass play. If they want to run the ball for 5, 6 yards or whatever, they're bringing in a different quarterback here. Interesting. Is this their throwing quarterback or? Okay, so he's keeping it. He's flushed out. Number 50, Matt Merritt, chasing him down. Oh, he's hit hard. Are we going to have a flag down there? Okay, a flag comes in late.
A late flag.
That's pretty ridiculous there, man. Again, I'm on the complete opposite side of the field. But when a flag comes in 5 seconds after the play is done,
that means somebody tried
for it. Hit. Yeah, late hit. Not sure who was guilty on that on the Buchanan side, but that's just a backbreaker right there. So number one, losing contain right there and allowing the quarterback to get loose is the first mistake, right? But more importantly, giving them new life, converting that first down for them, and extending this drive with a late hit. It's lack of discipline. All right, so real quick here, somebody asked how many do we guess are in attendance. If I had to guess, I would say, oh boy, I couldn't even hazard a guess. All right, play goes off to the right side. Nice defensive play by Buchanan right there. Pick up about 1 or 2.
You think we're looking at about 10,000 tonight?
I would say about 10,000.
Shout out to Carolyn Rivers and Sassoon, the 707. I'm going to shout back at you, straight from Armiel High School, class of 1991.
All right, so that was McCade Gleason before who got flagged for that late hit. I just got, our stream is about 15 seconds behind, so I had a chance to look at the play. It was a close play. Again, can't fault the kid for playing aggressively and trying to send a message. Garrett takes the handoff up the middle, stuffed immediately. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 right here. So we're still in business here. Again, I don't know if this is 4-down territory for De La Salle. I don't know enough about their background and how aggressive they are when they're inside the opponent's 10-yard line. But if we can hold them to a field goal right here, I'd be really happy with that. Big play right here. They're bringing in the big fella, number 11, Henry To'oto, who broke off a big play earlier. Still got a different quarterback in the game, so they're going with a pitch out left, stringing him out, and he's stopped and brought down at the 8-yard line. That's an excellent defensive play right there. Great discipline. Didn't allow him to bounce that outside, force the ball back in. So that's going to bring up 4th and 7. And I'm seeing special teamers come out here. So it looks like De La Salle is electing to go for a field goal right here. And I got to say, that's a win given how things were looking, 3-4 plays ago.
Hey, Jordan, we're not going to act like we don't know we have 299 viewers on this channel right now, though.
Pretty cool that we're getting
Thanks, you
views
guys.
all over the country. All right, 28-21. Lines it up, and the kick is good. Going to bring the score to De La Salle Spartans 31, Buchanan Bears 21. There's 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter, and ladies and gentlemen, we definitely have a ball game here. This game is not over.
Not close, not even close.
Yeah, we broke 300 viewers now, Chris. We're at 302. Again, we are so appreciative of all of you that are tuning in from all over the country to see this big game and to share this moment, this experience with us. And again, we're just two dads in the booth doing the best we can. You guys keep hearing that over and over again.
Hey, that's our disclaimer. When we screw up, that's our disclaimer.
All right, so De La Salle's going to line up for the kickoff. Again, we've got, we rotate those kickoff returners back there. It looks like we may have Mark Green.
They're now 6-3 at halftime. They're losing those Christian 6-3 at halftime. That game's on ESPN too.
Wow. All right, looks like we've got Mark Green and Brock Jones deep, so they're kicking it over. They're kicking it actually to Tanner Blunt. He's the up man who's taking it. Tanner looking for an opening. He hits a crease, and he gets it out to the 35-yard line. Man, it seems like we've been that close.
We are on the verge.
Every single kickoff return to breaking it for a big play. But I tell you what, we'll take a possession on the 35-yard line. I like it. Tanner Blunt in on that last stop, got the comment there. So again, just reminding everybody, we're way up in the booth. It's sometimes difficult for us to see the numbers. So if we're not shouting somebody out, it's not purposely done at all. It's just the fact that it's difficult for us to decipher who the numbers are up here. All right, shotgun, we got two backs in the backfield. Number 11, Jonathan Castillo in motion. Handoff goes to Levi Williams. Levi looking for a crease. He falls forward, picks up about 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Henry To'oto in on the stop right there against senior. I think I saw last week that To'oto was like the number 3 ranked inside linebacker in the country. Has an offer from Alabama, as well as some others. So, all right, again, two backs in the backfield again. 2nd and 8. They have Stevens flushed. He's hit as he throws. Takes a big hit on the play from number 18, Isaiah Foskey. Doubles as a defensive lineman, defensive end, and as a tight end. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 right there. Not a lot open on that field. So, the one thing that I don't like is rolling a right-handed quarterback out to his left. Difficult to throw across your body. Cuts off one side of the field. So,
what are we doing right here?
all right, so we definitely, I'd like to see another swing pass to Kendall. I think that created a big play for us earlier in the game. Kendall's in on pass protection. Stevenson pass out to number 7, Brock Jones. Pass complete for a 1st down. It's a nice catch and throw right there.
It's a nice catch and throw.
We're extending this drive. 1st and 10. We're about our own 48-yard line. And we're in business here. So we're already up on the... I'd like to see, again, us keep their defense on the field for a little while. Force them to work. And also just be a little bit more multi-dimensional here. Okay, Williams in the backfield with Stevenson. You got Cropper out wide along with Brandon Hernandez nearest to us. Double tight end set. All right, handoff goes to Williams. He's met at the line immediately. He's dropped for a loss of about 1 on the play. So again, they're starting to key. I I think probably 7 consecutive first downs. We've ran a very similar running play. I'd like to see a little creativity here.
Yes.
And it's coming too. It's coming. So Stevenson checks out of the game. We got Jalen Cropper behind center right now. So right on cue.
Timeout. Call it timeout. What are we doing?
All right. So timeout on the field. A lot of confusion right there about personnel. We've had some success when we rotate Cropper in at quarterback. When we rotate Cropper in, it just adds a different dimension because he's so dangerous with the ball in his hands. He even completed a pass against Liberty. So he played quarterback formerly when he was at Sanger, completed some passes right there. So I'm curious to see what we have dialed up here. We're going to stick with that look, or we're going to go back to something more traditional. All right, so let's go back to the comments here since we got a break in the action. Can you give Tanner's little brother some love? Bryce Blunt. Bryce Blunt, shout out to you. Had a big day for Garfield yesterday. So one of the main feeder schools up in Buchanan. Scored 2 TDs, future Bear. Your big brother's a stud, so I'm sure you're a stud coming up as well. So looking forward to seeing you in the future, Bryce. And then Michael Johnson asked the question, does number 2 have any offers? Yeah, a better question would be what school hasn't offered Kendall Milton? I'm assuming we're talking about number 2, since there is no number 2 on De La Salle. Yeah, pretty much every Power 5 school in the country.
He actually just picked up his 39th offer from Purdue this week.
Purdue?
Purdue.
Drew Brees, a Purdue alum. All right, Kendall Milton's in motion. Cropper keeps it again.
Face mask.
They did not call the face mask.
They didn't call a face mask.
He didn't grab onto it for a long period of time, but he definitely got caught on the face right there. So Cropper keeps it, goes forward for about 5 yards. All right, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 right here. This is big. We're in their territory right now, Chris. About 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. De La Salle up 31, Buchanan 21. Milton in the backfield. Stevenson rolls to the right, completes the pass to Brock Jones. So another nice completed pass right there where it's going to pick up a first down on the play. Bringing up 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line, extending the drive. Again, we're keeping that De La Salle defense on the field. That's big. Purdue is a great engineering school. I learned something new today. Only thing I knew about Purdue before today was that Drew Brees came from there and that Glenn Big Dog Robinson scored 1,000,000 points a game his senior year there, or his junior year, whatever, once upon a time. All right, Stevenson back in the shotgun. Milton joins him. Milton out in the route. Stevenson looking up the field, hits Brock Jones. He's liking Brock Jones right now. Brock Jones got 3 or 4 catches here in the second half. And what we're seeing Stevenson settle down his accuracy, and this is one of the things I've talked about.
He has calmed down. You're right.
He's definitely a rhythm passer, and as games go on, his accuracy tends to get much better. So good to see him completing these passes, hitting the open receiver. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
And
definitely makes it
like we're going to let the clock. I'm sorry, Jordan. Like we're going to let the clock run out.
Okay.
Take us into the 4th quarter. 10-point game. 31-21. De La Salle.
All right. All right, Chris, so what do you think about that 3rd quarter?
Exciting, man. Exciting. I think both teams kind of held their own. And it's almost like a prize fight, man. We're going into the 4th quarter. This just might end up being a true slugfest in the 4th quarter. For this Buchanan team to go into the 4th quarter only down by 10 points, that's a moral victory.
All right, so Michael Johnson, appreciate that. You've been really active on the chat. We appreciate that. He's saying let's let 18 get some zone reads going. I agree. Although De La Salle they're very, very disciplined, but I do think he has the potential to pick up some yards and at least make himself a threat, so they're not keen on the run so much. Wow, David Burton coming through with some Purdue knowledge. Rod Woodson, how could I forget Rod Woodson? Okay, so Lynn Dawson, quarterback, Kansas City Chiefs, Bob Greasy, Hank Stram, all way before my time, but Rod Woodson was not before my time. So good information right there. Appreciate it, Dave Burton. All right, so offense coming out. Third quarter, we outscored them 8-3. We won the time of possession battle. Did some great things, so happy to. I think we're in a good position right here, but I think, Chris, if we're 12 minutes left in the game, down 10, we're probably going to have to start taking some risks here at some point. All right, Jalen Cropper is back at quarterback again. Hands the ball off to Levi Williams. Levi breaks a nice run, hurdles, picks up a first down on the play, about 11 yards on the run.
So they're going to penalize him for hurdling. CIF, State of California, you can't hurdle.
Flag down on the play?
Yep.
I don't know that that's a hurdle, but that hurts. So they're holding the sticks right here, and the flag is down. I'm hoping they're picking up the flag on this. He didn't. I mean, he did. I guess he was guilty of hurdling, but. Ooh, Dave Burton. Saw Hank Stram on TV, huh?
First down, okay.
Is that black and white? Just kidding, Dave. So they're walking us back here. That's painful. You know, you pick up an 11-yard run. And they say, hey, you know what, let's go backwards for hurdling of all things. All right, so they're keeping Cropper in the game right here. We've had some good positive plays out of the Wildcat with Cropper leading the way here. So we have a 1st and 12. So the good news is that's still first down. We got some cats up in the booth that are broadcasting. I don't know what network they're broadcasting on, but I mean they're pulling out CIF rule books.
Hey, bro.
Like there's some legit people up in this booth, Chris.
Feeling intimidated right now. We got to step our game up, bro.
So let's add that to the list of needs that we have. We need a statistician. We need a cameraman.
We need a rule book.
And we need a sideline reporter as well. And we need a CIF rule book. Yeah. So volunteers. We need 7 dads in the booth. 2 is just not enough.
Need a whole. We need to turn this booth into a man room.
All right, so it is going to be 1st and 10. So again, they signal first down. All right, so the score is 31-21. De La Salle up. Cropper keeps it, breaks the tackle, cuts inside. Boy, he's so slippery. He's brought down for no gain. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play, but I tell you what, it could have been a lot worse. And
again, the score 31-21. 11-16 left in the 4th quarter. De La Salle is up. This game is not close to being over.
Not at all. Not by a long shot. All right, Stevenson keeps it, evades it, gets the ball out to Milton. There's a lot of green grass in front of him. Oh, he's brought down on the play. That's a great tackle right there by number 14, Amir Wallace. Looked like Kendall was going to run for a while there, and he made a good open field tackle right there. Kendall's a very difficult person to tackle in the open field. All right, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 9, Chris. All right, 4 wide receivers right here. We haven't seen a lot of blitzing from De La Salle tonight. They've been getting a good amount of pressure just from their front 4, which is ideal for a defense. A couple more Purdue people. Jim Everett. Don't call me Chris. jump ball. Brent Hernandez tries to make a play. Unsuccessful on it, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And we are bringing out the punting unit. I don't know, Chris. 9:57 left in the game.
I feel like we're getting away from what got us successful in the first half, and we're playing desperate. I feel like we're playing like we're down instead of playing our ball game, which kept us in the game in the first place.
All right, so Ray Smallam back on the punt. Nice kick here. A lot of hang time. Garrett is actually he's going to field it. He's going to take it. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Nice tackle made by number 53. Stephen Scheidt was the one who was in on the tackle right there. Scheidt playing a lot of snaps tonight, defense and special teams. Mike Allstott. It's a name I haven't heard for a while. Ex-Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my boy, A.J. Rollins. Went to high school with my boy, A.J. God touched him and put some trials and tribulations in his life, man. It touched his health. And by the grace of God, he fought, and he's standing up strong watching our live stream today, man. I want to give you a shout out, A.J. Man, keep fighting, bro. You inspiring everybody.
Nice tackle by Stephen Scheidt. Meets him in the hole. Shout out to AJ. So we've had a new quarterback the entirety of the second half here, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with Dorian Hale. But number 19, Andrew Jones, who's a senior, has come in and has been leading the charge for the Spartans throughout the second half. So I don't know if Dorian Hale is injured. I don't know if the coaches are unhappy. I don't know if they're wanting to give us a different look. If maybe Jones is more of a passer, but it's just interesting that we've got a brand new quarterback in the second half. He's been doing fairly well too. All right, handoff goes and met at the nearly a fumble right there, but he was met in the hole immediately and stopped on the play for no gain. Maybe a loss of 1, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. We're in a good spot right here. We can get a 3 and out, Chris. Deep in their territory. This is a huge down right here, and we need a big play from our defense. All right, pitch out. Oh, this is a pitch pass. 24. Oh, he fell. C.J. Jones was on the coverage. He was step for step with him and fell down. Thank God Garrett overthrew, went off the fingertips of number 26, Grant Daly.
He was step for step with that receiver, though, like you said.
Yeah, no, he was in great coverage. It's just one of those things where their feet got caught up and he fell down, which that could have been, that was very scary. That could have been a touchdown.
Again, our defense comes out and does a great job. But see, that's what happens when we allow them to get rest.
Absolutely. All right, so number 27, Christopher Abbey's back to punt. Okay, we got a flag on the play here. Actually, excuse me, not a flag. We got a timeout, Buchanan. Interesting. Listen, we're down by 10. We just used our second timeout of the second half, which is going to take us down to 1 timeout. And we're down 10 with 8 minutes left. So I'm not quite sure what went wrong right there or what the coaches saw. But it always hurts to have to burn timeouts in a game that may come down to the wire. All right, shout out to our viewer from Fort Stewart, Georgia, 3rd Infantry Division, John Herman. Shout out to you. We appreciate you supporting us.
Appreciate your service.
Watching an awesome high school game, and most importantly, like Chris said, appreciate your service. Brock Jones back to field the punt. Brock's had a really good game, both on special teams and offensively. Let's see if Brock can break off a big play right here.
This could give us actually great field position, Jordan.
Yeah. Questionable snap.
Almost blocked.
The punt. Brock's calling for a fair catch at hour 49. Very nearly got a block there by Bankston.
That would have been huge.
Yeah, definitely would have been huge. Look at that, John getting love on the chat.
That's right.
Again, tonight's military appreciation. I don't know if, John, if you've been tuned in the entire time. And for those of you tuned in, we had a great ceremony. 8 veterans lost their lives in the Call of Duty. Former Buchanan Bears who were in the military who lost their lives serving their country. So we honored them before the game tonight, and that was awesome. Had a helicopter flyover, had fireworks. It was awesome. So Stevenson back, joined by Milton in the backfield. And hits Brock Jones on a slant. Brock Jones picks up about 13 on the play. So Stevenson and Jones have hooked up quite a bit here in this second half. Could be his 4th or 5th catch of the half, so getting some comfort there. So clock is continuing to run here. 8 minutes left. Score is 31-21. 8 minutes left in the game. Buchanan picks up their first down, 39-yard line. All right, handoff goes to Kendall Milton. Kendall's got some room here. Kendall looking to bounce it, picks up about 4 yards on the play, goes out of bounds, smartly goes out of bounds to stop the clock, which is good. 7 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock here. So we're getting down into crunch time. All right, 2nd down and 7. Stevenson and Milton in the backfield. We got Cropper and Jones. The wide side of the field. Handoff goes again to Kendall Milton. Kendall picking his way through. Picks up about 2 on the play, up to the 44 or the 45, excuse me. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 here, Chris. So it's a manageable down and distance where we're still a threat to run the ball. I got to think we're in 4-down territory right now. So very curious to see what the coaches dial up right here. Clock is ticking. We're down to 7 minutes and 27 seconds. All right, Stevenson hits number 11, Castillo, on the play. He picks up a first down to the 26.
Great play.
Blitzer came
Great
through.
play.
Yeah, pressure was there immediately. Nice job keeping his eyes up the field, finding number 11, our tight end.
Way to stay in there,
Jonathan
TJ.
Castillo, who, by the way, his family members are tuning in, supporting us on the feed. So happy to see Castillo get a big catch right there. All right, IMG versus Mater Dei, halftime, 7-6. IMG is up. That's a heavyweight fight.
I thought it was 7-7.
Battle of 2 defenses. Oh, bad snap right there. Stevenson keeps it. He gets outside. Picks up looks like about 5 yards on the play. That could have been very bad. That snap was off wide left. Completely took them out of the play. Nice job, Stevenson, right there by salvaging that snap and making a positive play at it. So we're 2nd and 6. We're having a lot of success here. Play action. We're either giving the ball to Kendall, keeping Kendall as a threat, or doing the play action to Kendall, which is opening up some receivers down the field. So Stevenson back to pass, gets the ball up to Cropper. We're going to get a flag right there for pass interference. It's a big break for Buchanan right there, but again, that looked like that was going to go for a touchdown. All right, Paul Bryant, little bro Trey Coakley. Shout out to Trey Coakley. Graduated last year, joined the military. Paul retracted his message, so I was in the middle of giving Trey Coakley a shout out, but I'm gonna finish that shout out. So shout out Trey Coakley. And fat finger problems on the first score update. I remember that back in the day, that Simpsons episode where like Homer couldn't dial like the buttons on the phone, so he had to press like all the buttons at the same time because he had fat finger syndrome. All right, handoff's going to Kendall Milton. Kendall bounces it outside. Oh man, number 10, brought down by number 10, Jazzy Wilson. Again, Kendall's been very close to breaking some long runs here. Brought down for about a loss of 1 on the play. We're still in pretty good shape right here. Kendall comes off the field limping as well, which has got to be concerning for the coaching staff. Levi Williams do a hell of a job, but obviously it's better when you can have both backs back there as a weapon. Not much of a drop off from Levi though. So we got Levi and Stevenson in the backfield here. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Handoff goes to Levi Williams. Levi cuts it up the field. He's brought down pretty quickly after a pickup of about 1. So we're bringing up 3rd and 10 right here. We're in this part of the field where it's everything. The windows are very tight. Everything's tight. I think we're going to have to dial up the pass here. So I'll be curious to see what we're going to go with here as a coaching staff. We're definitely in 4 down. Actually, you know what? If we get stopped right here, we can elect to kick
a field goal. Yeah.
Yeah, we can kick a field goal right here.
And trust our defense.
Trust the defense and look to come back and see if we can. I'm getting ahead of myself right here. Let's call this 3rd down play. 3rd and 10. 2 receivers out wide. Oh boy, that was a dangerous throw. A little bit behind Brock Jones. So that brings out our special teams unit. So Ray Smallham's going to come on to attempt what looks to be about a 30-yard field goal, give or take a yard or 2, maybe a 29-yard field goal. So we have a lot of faith in Ray Smallham. He's got a great leg. He's converted all of his field goals so far this year. Good comment, Dave. We're playing them tough, proving that we belong on the same field, no matter the outcome. But listen, Dave, I'm not ready to say that yet. I haven't given up on this game. I feel like we're still in this game. We can convert a field goal right here, and that kick is good. Ray Smallham continues to show.
There it is.
The top level, for sure, a collegiate level kicker. So we're down. Okay, so the score is now De La Salle 31, Buchanan 24. We are down by 1 touchdown here. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left. And again, those timeouts that we burned early in the half can come back to bite us now. We only have 1 timeout left. So it's going to be up to the defense here to come up with a big-time stop to give our offense an opportunity to get to tie this ball game up.
Where is Colquitt County? Oh, he retracted the message.
I have no clue.
Georgia, Colquitt County, Georgia. Shout out from clear across the country. Watching the game after midnight. Are you 2 or 3 hours ahead of us?
Back to kick. They're set up. They're expecting us to. I think we had an opportunity right there. We could have pooch kicked. They were up expecting us to kick an onside right there, and they had just 1 person back deep. I think we had an opportunity to pooch that right there and pin them deep. But nevertheless, I will take them starting on the 20-yard line. I think we're in good shape right now.
Shout out to Keith. After midnight, watching this California ball, baby. We really appreciate that.
All right, 1st and 10. Senior quarterback Andrew Jones is still coming out for De La Salle. So I got to imagine De La Salle is going to attempt to establish the run here and just wear us out. So it's going to be physical versus physical here. All right, handoff goes to number 11. Oto, he picks up about 5 on the play. Boy, they had no receivers out there, man. That was student body left right there. All right, 2nd down and 5. The clock is ticking away. So will the Buchanan Bears be able to muster up a stop right here to give their offense one last shot to tie this game up? So the handoff goes to Garrett up the middle. He picks up about 3 yards. That's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 3. It picked up about, yeah, so it's about 3rd and 3 here. 3rd and a long 2. Got to think that De La Salle's definitely going to punt here. If we can stop them and hold them down. So a lot of noise being made by our crowd right now. Boy, this is Friday Night Lights, Chris. This is amazing.
Man, if you don't enjoy this, baby.
All right, so here we are. This is a huge play right here. 3rd down and a long 2. All right, so we have a wow. That is just an absolute killer right there. We have an encroachment penalty. Not quite sure exactly who that went on, but on a huge 3rd and long 3, to gift them a 1st down right there is absolutely backbreaking. Just backbreaking right there. Clock still ticking, brings up 1st down for De La Salle, and we're at a point right now where we absolutely cannot allow them to get another. They're 1 1st down away from having this game in the bag. So here we go. 1st down and 10. Heavy set, handoff goes, stopped immediately, picked up about maybe 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Well, that's a favorable spot they gave him. Yeah, bring that back. Thank you. Okay, so he picked up about 3 on the play, so going to bring up 2nd and 7. We got to be disciplined here. We cannot jump. And also, defensive backs just got to stay disciplined. Make sure that the threat of the play action is always there. All right, no receivers. All right, handoff going up the middle to Garrett. He breaks it up near a 1st down. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 1 here. Ball is marked down on the 42-yard line, excuse me. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
I think these boys are tired, Jordan.
Yeah, they're tired.
I think they're tired.
But they're hanging in there and they're fighting.
We need them to dig deep right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So all right. Forward for a quarterback sneak, picks up the 1st down. And Chris, I hate to say it.
That might have been it.
I think that's it. If we do get a stop, I think the play clock, the high school level is either 35 or 40 seconds.
Hey, let's be real. We need to pop that ball out. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, agreed. We need to hope for some sort of a botch snap.
You look at the coach on the sideline, Giordano, NFL Super Bowl champ with the Colts. That's what he's telling them, strip that ball.
Got some fans heading for the exits. Always a sure sign. All the front runners trying to get to the parking lot. Handoff goes to the up back. He stopped for about a gain of 2 on the play. We still have a timeout left, so I think I just don't see us getting the ball back, Chris. 2nd and 8 on the play.
Yeah.
They're going to take their time here. They probably don't have to snap this ball until about 35 seconds or so. Clock down to 55 seconds.
50 seconds left on the clock. 7-point ball game, De La Salle.
Yep, they're in no hurry here. They don't have to be in a hurry. Handoff goes to the out back. Garrett nearly breaks that one for a long one. Brought down on the play. Nice tackle.
This is when we'll use our timeout now.
Timeout being used right now. 38.7 seconds on the clock. Smart use of the timeout right here because again, this forces De La Salle to really they got to run the ball here. Because they don't want the clock to stop if they have an incomplete pass. So they're going to run the ball right here. It's about 3rd and 4. 38 seconds left. Chris, win, lose, or draw, man. Gotta be. I am extremely proud of these Buchanan Bears.
Absolutely.
They got down early 14-0, and after that 14-0, we outscored them 24-17. Not much more you can ask for. I think even though this will put a loss on our record, it's going to raise our profile throughout the state of California.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just like you said, little Buchanan High School kept it to a 7-point ball game.
we go. 3rd down and 4. Crazier things have happened. Wow, we nearly had another offside right there. Forward for the 1st down, and that officially
And that
seals
would be
it,
the
ladies
ball
and gentlemen.
game.
Yeah, that's the ball game. So we had our opportunities. Close, but no cigar, right? So clock's gonna wind. They're winding the clock right now. 34 seconds left. De La Salle probably gonna go into victory formation right here. Take a knee and escape Clovis, California with a narrow, hard-fought victory, 31-24. Extremely disappointing, but again, super proud.
And that would be it. As the clock winds down, 10 seconds left on the clock. Chris Milton, Jordan Bryce, Veterans Memorial Stadium, Clovis, California. De La Salle Spartans 31, Buchanan Bears 24. Thank you guys. We'll talk to you guys again next week when we travel to Central.
Yeah, before we sign off real quick, just want to remind everybody we had over 350 viewers at our peak. Make sure you click that subscribe button before you take off. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got a huge game coming up next week against Central. 2 best teams in the Central section. Going to be another heavyweight fight. Going to have 2 dads up at the booth doing their thing. So look forward to connecting and joining everybody next week for the other huge game. All right, guys. Thanks again. Appreciate the support. Take care.
All right, and we out.